think Broner just has to figure out creative ways of cutting the gap. You know, cutting the gap has always been AB's kind of kryptonite. I don't really consider the guys that were too big for him to be his kryptonite. That's just because weight classes exist for a reason, and sometimes he took on guys that were too big for him, but like a Sean Porter or whatnot. I do think, AB's got respectable power, but I do think that I do think that he does have a certain element of weakness to his game, in that his ability to cut the gap is not, cut the distance is not that creative, and it's kind of one-dimensional. So I think he's got to figure out a way to disguise the way he cuts the gap, because a good fighter will cut the gap and disguise it behind punches, behind feinting, behind combination, whatever it is. You punch your way in and then you punch when you're inside. A lot of times AB wants to get inside and then punch. So I really think it's important against a guy like Pacquiao, who is 40 years old and may not have the bouncy legs he did at one time, but he still will obviously look to create that distance control. And so AB's gonna have to be creative in the way he negotiates that distance control, because his ability to control the range and be in and out has always been what made him who he is, And so I think if Manny has his legs, if Manny's Manny, I think this fight stylistically suits him well. It's just we'll see. We'll see if AB can make the adjustments, and we'll see if Manny still has those legs that allow him to bounce in and out, dart in and out, because that can be a very fatiguing style. I think it's probably the safer bet to bet on Manny, because AB has not shown the ability to make those adjustments in all these fights. He's had problems in several different fights. So you'd figure he kind of knows what the problem is at this point, and he has to make the adjustment. And until we see an adjustment, it's hard to think he will make that adjustment. Kevin Cunningham's a good trainer. Mike Stafford was also a good trainer for him. But I think despite all that, we have yet to see AB really make that adjustment. I think if AB adds that wrinkle to his adjustment, if it's possible that he can learn it at this point, it really becomes another dimension. Because he's already a very good fighter, and it's just, if he could fix that, I think he would really be something to deal with, because he's young enough to still be a force for some reason.